Hello and welcome back to another Watchalong, another live stream. Today we are watching Tottenham versus Manchester City live FA Cup weekend again. Obviously Watchalong, and as you can see in the title, oh shit, I put Manchester. Oh no, I forgot to put the N in Manchester. But as you can see in the title as well, I am on the road to 500 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe as soon as you get in if you are not already subscribed, of course. But I am going to switch my channel. What is on ITV1 from what I have seen. So yeah, we're going to switch it to that. And in 15 minutes, obviously, the game starts. Joy is, I was about to say I don't get why people start their watch-alongs like an hour earlier, but I realized that they have a more bigger following, a bigger chat to bounce off. When we get there, one day we will get there. One day we will get there, and then we can start talking for an hour. We can start chatting a lot of waffle. I've also realized that the headphones. You might see me with my headphones for the Fulham game. Yeah, that made the audio much worse when I watched it. When I just skimmed through it back. Roy Keane's in the studio. So I've decided to go back to no microphone, etc. I haven't got money to buy a mic just yet. One of the basic Rode microphones, but at the same time, we are watching Manchester City versus Tottenham. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the lineups up. I've just had to sort myself out. It's kind of been a freestyled sort of stream. I forgot as well that Chelsea are playing Aston Villa as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. There are other FA Cup fixtures as well, which is weird on a Friday. I've never been used to that. They've got Palmer in a false nine. They've got Gilchrist playing. They've got Badiashile left back. Okay. Chilwell's on the bench. I don't know if they've got any injuries or anyone. Aston Villa, they've gone strong. Maybe Emery wants to go strong in the cups, but I don't know. Bristol City are facing Nottingham Forest. That could have been us. But we move. Sheffield Wednesday, Coventry, Tottenham and City. Obviously, the big news of today is that fact that Jurgen Klopp is leaving at the end of the season, which is mental. You don't really expect it. You don't really expect it at all. But yeah, it was weird news. I did a video on it. Make sure to check that out. I did welcome to West Ham United Calvin Phillips video as well. Make sure to go and check that out as well. I forgot to do TikToks about the Jurgen Klopp stuff and the Calvin Phillips stuff. I'll do that eventually. Pablo Fornals is leaving West Ham United. Good fucking riddance. I legit couldn't give less of a shit. I appreciate what he's done for the club. As in, he's a cult hero, and he always will be, and I always appreciate that. But the fact that every little thing that I see positive about Fornals is the fact that he either loves the club or he's a hard worker. Can you name me an on-the-ball attribute that he's good at? Probably not. And if you're going to say the occasional through ball, yeah, that happens every 40 games. Come on, man. It's not like he doesn't play every 40 games. We've seen him before. It was before last, he didn't play last season either. But even before last season, we saw him play week in, week out, and he didn't do the business. He was a good player, but he wasn't outstanding. And then everyone started overrating him. Him and Benrahma both need to leave, and the fact that they're both leaving proves that this club might actually be a bit more serious in terms of being more ruthlessness. Then again, they would have given Ben Johnson a new contract, and they have not pushed to sell Aaron Cresswell from what I've seen. He needs to go immediately as well. But the rebuild is needed, and I didn't realize last year that it was more of a rebuild than it should have been. But hopefully everything gets done. Manuel Pellegrini wants to sign Fornals again. I do find that interesting, the fact that he's still interested in Pablo Fornals. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, this is what happens when you play him in the middle. Yeah, okay. All right. And to be fair, the Spanish league's a good league. The Spanish league is a top 6 league, or top 5 league, sorry, a top 4 league. As in, it's probably the best out of Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, and what I don't know what after that, to be honest. I've liked watching Serie A recently. The La Liga is not really watchable unless the occasional ITV game. But I'm sure Fornals will do well in Spain. Like at least we're getting money for him. It's good that we extended his contract by a year just so that we can get a bit of money for him rather than selling him on a free. But I don't know. I've wanted him to go. I wanted him and Benrahma to go. I think it was quite obvious that they were under par, but people didn't want to hear that. People didn't want to see that. It's fine. I appreciate the goal against Alkmaar especially because that goal I went crazy for. Obviously, we had already won the game. We was outstanding defensively in that game. Moyes and the boys got it spot on throughout that semi final. But that Fornals goal that hit different, man. Right at the end, we should have had a moment to celebrate that after the game, but it's a shame that a bunch of Alkmaar hooligans wanted to interrupt that. I know people are going to be like, "It's ironic coming from a West Ham fan," but that's not the point, is it? I should have had a cider next to me to watch this game, and I'm hoping Man City break their duck against Tottenham by scoring in the stadium. They've not scored since this stadium has been uh, built, and West Ham have more wins against Tottenham than Man City do against Tottenham in this stadium. I'm watching West Ham under 21s against Stoke. Yeah, I just saw a notification that they scored. Um, I don't know who scored because I accidentally swiped the notification. But listen, our under 21s, I think are doing all right. I think our under 18s are top, or our under 21s are top two. One of them's top two. Um, but I think that might slip soon because Callum Marshall's going on loan to West Brom. I doubt how much playtime he'll get because he's a really good player. But every time we send a championship player out on loan to like a high profile championship side, they don't really get played. Gideon Kadoa is a good player as well. He's gonna do it well at Wickham. Sean Moore, yeah, I need to watch Sean Moore, so I'll keep an eye out for him because I've seen his name multiple times. I've seen his name pop up, so yeah, it's good that he scored because I think he's a front three kind of player. But listen, Tottenham Man City, Madison, I think is back. I think he's back on the bench for Tottenham, which is good news for them. Bad news for us if we're talking about European battles and stuff. I think he's on the bench. Yeah, he is on the bench. That Dragusin guy's on the bench for them. Dane Scarlett's back. I never thought I'd see him back, but he is also back. Oh yeah, that's the other news signing there, Timo Werner. The thing is, Timo Werner will get opportunities in this game. I would have thought Pep would have played a doggy for this game, but oh, not a doggy, Doku. I said a doggy because a doggy's on the screen right now in the punditry room on ITV. Uh, very good player, Destiny Doggy. Obviously plays kind of inverted, not kind of actually. He kind of has a free role from left back, and yeah, very intelligent footballer. He's even getting goals from left back. Yeah, come on, City beat Spurs. Yeah, of course, man, of course. As yeah, if City win, Tottenham don't win a trophy this year, which yeah, I'm always fine about. I think Postecoglou is probably their best chance of winning something. You would have thought that with Conte, but even with how open Postecoglou plays, it is still very effective. Um, I feel like there's going to be an end-to-end game. I don't feel like City will win, unfortunately, because I watched our game at home, and City did, and even for City, they didn't put their chances away. I think Haaland. I don't think Haaland's in the squad. I need to check again. I should have checked it. I think Alvarez is up front. Alvarez is up front. Haaland is not there, but he's getting close. De Bruyne's on the bench. Stones on the bench. Yeah, it's interesting as well because Grealish and Doku are both on the bench, and usually either one of them starts. Um, so Foden on the left. I don't really like Foden off the left. I like Foden in the middle, even though Foden does play well off the left. It's just very entertaining to watch him in the middle. But Bernardo Silva, I'm looking for a masterclass from him. Um, and hopefully Man City can get the job done today. Obviously, I am delayed, so nobody put fake scores in um, if you're watching live. But at the same time, uh, this should be a good game. It should be open. I'm not expecting any slow, passing sideways football. Um, I just want to watch a good game. I want to have a watch along to a good game. I want I picked this game because I feel like this game might get a bit more views. But at the same time, this is also a good game to do a watch along on. And also, ITV, terrible commentators. Terrible, terrible commentators. It's usually Sam Matterface and Lee Dixon. You just want to fall asleep, man. Kyle Walker captaining against his former club. He played against Tottenham multiple times for City. He's usually had a bad time. Luckily, there's no human Son. So it's Werner Richarlison running it behind, but Richarlison's been on form. Kulusevski will be playing. I'm sure Madison will come off the bench at some point. But I'm hoping for a good game. I'm hoping for a better game than usual. Since I've been doing these watch alongs, this is like the fifth watch along. I've done 4 out of 5 days in weekdays when it comes to watch alongs as well. Um, so yeah, as I said, looking forward to it. Um, but ITV poor coverage as usual. It's been a mad football day. Mad football day. Obviously, we signed Calvin Phillips and stuff. And listen, hopefully he plays. And I know there's a lot of debate about where if he's going to play and where is he going to play, etc. I have a bad feeling um, that Suchek is still going to keep his place. I think I've just seen. Yep, Aston Villa have scored against Chelsea. That's what we love to see. We're gonna have an eye on that game as well. Even though I don't have it on live, I'm gonna have the scores on thing. But Douglas Luiz has scored for Chelsea for Villa, so at least Chelsea are losing. Uh, I could always you could always do with a Chelsea loss as usual, especially in the FA Cup because they've been too happy about getting into the final. They should be happy about getting into the final. I just don't like seeing them happy. Brighton are in talks with Keenan Dewsbury Hall, the Championship club on 30 million. Fair enough. They're about to win the league, aren't they? They're going to win the league. Probably not like Burnley last year, but they're going to win the league. I can't believe they kept on to Keenan Dewsbury Hall. It's good of Brighton to actually start spending about 30 million ish. They spent 30 million on Baleba, but he's a young player that's probably for the future. You need to spend more on like players that are good enough for now. And Brighton have needed a midfielder. When I've watched Brighton, I've been like, there's something missing, and it's the midfield. They've got a lot of injuries, but come on, let's be serious. There's more City fans than usual in this game because it's a cup game. Like, obviously, you get a bigger away allocation as well. So I don't know whether that's going to make a difference or anything. They're playing in their fucking lightning bolt kit, Man City. Oh, I just realised Mateo Kovacic is also playing. Um, I think Kovacic has started quite badly for Man City. I also think that he'll struggle this game, and I think he struggled in the Newcastle game for me. Like in my opinion, he struggled with the physicality of the midfield. But then again, he's coming up against Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, but it's just Benson core that he's got to worry about, and Kulusevski that he's got to worry about as well. Even against Man United, with how restricted Tottenham were in terms of the players they could play, they went toe to toe with Man United at Old Trafford, and they got a draw. Um, I don't like drawing with teams, but if you look at Tottenham's record, like I know we've got a bad record at Old Trafford as well. Look at Tottenham's record at Old Trafford; it's not the greatest. Apart from that 6-1 in lockdown. I just realised Foden might be in the middle still. Bernardo Silva on the right, Bob off the left. And obviously, if you watch the Newcastle game for Man City, that beautiful assist from Kevin De Bruyne, and when Oscar Bob, that touch, and then the footwork to get past him, amazing. What a goal that was. Honestly, if obviously Kovacic probably can't recreate that pass. He's not a terrible passer, but he can't recreate that. But maybe Bob could give Pedro Porro some problems. From what I've seen, from a couple of games that Pedro Porro has come back to play Man City, he has done really well against them. But I do think Haaland's still a miss. I think Alvarez is a very good player. I just don't know, and this might be controversial. I don't know whether he's good enough for Manchester City. It might be controversial, you know. But the game has kicked off and has gone out for a Tottenham throw-in. City sent it long, old school, sending it long from kickoff. I'm just going to put my chair in the right place so you guys can see me right in the middle. Fulham Liverpool was a good game to do a watch along on. It was probably the best watch along game I've done. The first leg was kind of bad to watch. The Wolves Brighton game was a good tactical game. It wasn't a good like spectator sort of game. Like it wasn't a game that you choose to rewatch. I'm not rewatching a game because of tactics. I'm rewatching the game because of moments. Um, what's the other game that I watched the other day? Chelsea Middlesbrough. That was obviously bad to watch from all kinds of aspects because I wanted Chelsea to lose. I love Pep Guardiola, yeah, but I've never got Guardiola left back and Ake centre back because Ake did so well at left back last season, and Gvardiol's obviously bigger. He's mobile, but is he more of an attacking threat than Ake? Like I don't know. Maybe when John Stones comes back, he's not going to play Gvardiol that high up the pitch, and he's just going to play Stones in midfield, like from defence going into midfield, and Gvardiol will stay back because I don't think you're going to get the best out of Gvardiol playing him as a like some advanced left back. Yes, I am. Yes, I yeah, I am. Um, that's put me off. But with Gavardio going so far forward, every time I've seen that happen, like whether it's on Match of the Day or um, or in 90 minutes, he's not been as effective. Tottenham have played it through now. Oh, okay, no, that's good. Ortega's come out of his goal. Ortega obviously being the, the cup goalkeeper for Man City. I realised when I've been doing these streams that I stutter a lot. I stutter in real life quite a lot anyway, but when doing these streams, I realise I fail to get my words out, even if I know what I'm talking about when it comes to football. But yeah, City just passing it about right now. Both teams are going to press from the front. Both teams are going to leave it open at the back. But both teams know how to set traps when it comes to playing high up. A bit like Aston Villa, but Aston Villa, there's a lot of work being done on that. Like Tottenham are really good at it as well. It actually goes unnoticed when it comes to talking about Tottenham. They don't really talk about that. Looks like Bernardo Silva has a free role because this guy had just come from the right and now he's in the fucking sixth position, playing alongside Kovacic and Rodri right now. Is Rodri? Who, by the way, in the league game last year at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Rodri had an awful game. Obviously, this was against a different Tottenham. This was against 5-2-3 Tottenham, like 5-4-1, etc. Tottenham, and he got pressed to shit. And Tottenham won 1-0, and City were uh, what they were rattled. They were rattled at that day. So remember, Pep Guardiola joked about what's your next achievement after winning the treble? He said scoring at Tottenham away, which is kind of funny to be honest. But he'd seriously want to score there. Score there. I do think it plays on his mind because he knows the threats of each team. He's very good at stating out, obviously, because he's a fantastic coach. He's very good at noticing the big threats of each team. I remember. Do you remember the Amazon documentary, the All or Nothing that Man City did? You remember him talking to his assistant in Spanish. He's like, Salah, Mane, the way they run inside, they scare me. Firmino, like the way he's in the middle and stuff. Like the way he's talking about these players. He's like, bro, we gotta be on job. We gotta be on job for the game against Liverpool. Like I generally think he talks about a lot of teams like that. It'll be interesting with Tottenham because when I watched them against Manchester United, um, especially with Werner coming in, Werner was playing wide left and Richarlison was playing up front. I would have thought it would have been better the other way around. But Werner looked so uncomfortable because as the winger, he's getting way more of the ball than he should. He should literally just be a running in behind merchant, and that is it. Because he can barely control the ball as it is. He lets the ball roll under his feet. He can't finish his chances. Oh my god, it's gone in. Is Oscar Bob onside? I don't know, but it's just gone in. Oh no, wait, no, it's been disallowed. Fuck. Oh man. Oh, for God's sake, that because the original shot from I think it was Alvarez nearly went in, but City did well to the way they played there was really good. And that must be a tactic from Guardiola because Bernardo Silva's just going in and Kyle Walker's just going up. Oh, is he off? From a different angle, he's probably off there, but I thought Van der Ven might be playing him on. That's a shame. That could have been 2-2 for Oscar Bob, but I think from another angle, that's probably offside. From the VAR angle, let's say. I'm feeling the ref's going to do this, when he's like, come on, let's play. It's clearly close because they're having a look at it. But we're 5 minutes in. We've already got a potential goal that might be on or off. As I was saying with Timo Werner, like when they play, yeah, their wingers get a lot of the ball. The guys let the ball roll under his feet. If he was just in like playing up front, he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to run it behind and stay in the box. He has less touches, and he probably won't score the chances anyway. But he has more chance of like scoring, obviously. But I have a feeling this is going to be given off. They are still checking it. They're not showing us anything. I think Sky are the only people that show us the VAR stuff. You don't see it in UEFA games. You don't see it on ITV because they do FA Cup games. I would like to see it in the Champions League because it's the biggest football competition, but we don't get to see it. And I don't know what the trend is, and I've always wanted to know this as a kid. Why are mainly like I would say like 90% of referees? Why are they all bald? Okay, it's been given offside. Like all of them choose to go bald because you can see on this ref's head, I forgot his name. There's like patches of where the hair is like it could come back, like it could make a comeback. It's offside. I've just seen the replay. Like you can see it where it's coming back, but nearly all of them choose to be bald or are just bald. So I'm really wondering if you want to be a ref, do the FA just pick the people with the worst hairlines ever, or is it you have to be bald to be a ref? Because I think it's Darren England. He's got hair. Like Howard Webb was bald. I think he still is bald. He's always been bald. He must be bald by choice. Because unless Howard Webb's like 50 now and he's like his hairline was gone at like 35. Like surely, right? I could be bugging out, but City have pressed them quite high here. Gavardio to Bob. It feels weird just calling someone Bob. Gavardio to Bob again. Is that Rodri high up? No, it's Alvarez. I got the numbers confused. Oh, Tottenham could play out here, but Diaz has swept it well, but they can find another passer behind. Foden's done well to win it off a doggy. That's probably been harshly given there, but Foden has won the free kick. Foden has won the free kick. We're 8 minutes in. It's not been a terrible start. It's gone quite quick already, even though 2 of those minutes were a VAR check. Nathan Ake being pressed by Richarlison. City probably can't play the football that they'd want to today, but surely Pepper's worked on that. Be like, they're very good at pressing. Let's switch it like this, guys. Ball in behind for Alvarez. He's going to take on Van der Ven. Played his first game at Man United. He was a bit off the pace, but it was his first game, like first start coming back. He made his first appearance in the previous FA Cup round against Burnley, where it was actually quite a tight game, but Pedro Porro's goal was actually really good. Is Gavardio not the best of touches to set him off, but he's put it into Bob. Kovacic. Oh, he's offside, man. There's no way Gavardio stayed onside there. What is Kovacic? Oh, that's actually an interesting pass, but Kyle Walker can't get there. It's out for a goal kick. Make sure to like the video, everyone, and please share, please subscribe, and do all of that because we are on the road to 500 subscribers. I'm just going to check the scores. There's 3 games on right now. What? Has it been disallowed? Oh, the Douglas Luiz goal for Villa against Chelsea has been disallowed. That's a piss take. All right, fair enough. I still think Villa could win that, though. If not, then it's a replay at Villa Park, I swear. Well, I don't know. I forgot what round the replay stopped. This is round 4, I think. We're in round 4. It feels like we've been in a lot of rounds, and that might be because we played a replay. For God's sakes. I'm still pissed off at that Bristol City thing. Like, I don't know how the fuck we lost that. Well, I do know how the fuck we lost that. They were better than us. They were way better than us. But, like, how do you lose to a mid-table championship side? And how do you continuously lose to teams that are worse than you year in, year out? Alvarez to Foden, Rodri, Bernardo Silva's through. Should have taken it on his right, but it's on his left. It's been blocked by Højbjerg, I think. Then the doggies carried it out. Walker transition, like instantly getting it back to Bernardo Silva. Rodri has been allowed to go a bit more forward here. Alvarez, that's a bad touch. Tried to do too much there. Tottenham could counter. Oh, what the fuck, bro? What is Alvarez doing? Like, Just let it roll under him. But Van der Ven, he's quick, man. He's quick. That Van der Ven and Madison got injured in the same game against Chelsea. That was a mental game, and then they both got they both got injured, and they both come back around the same time. Like it's not like Madison's really missed that many important recent games. They probably needed him in games like Brighton away where they got battered, but um, Tottenham are going to have those kind of games for now in the first year of Ange. They're doing really well right now, unfortunately. Um, so uh, as long as they don't win anything, I'm fine. My theory has always been if Tottenham are in a European battle, you get them into Champions League, so they have no chance of winning anything. Because they're going to be happy if they get in Champions League over Europa League. They're going to brag about it because that's what their fans are like. They're delusional. But um, when they get into Europa League or like Conference League, they could win it, and I don't want them to. So yeah, that's a corner for Manchester City. Kovacic's shot has been straight as a block. Sorry, Alvarez is getting a lot of the ball. Man City having a lot of play. Kyle Walker's going out wide a lot. Bernardo Silva's kind of just they're trying to overload the middle, as the nerds would say. Um, but in general, it's been quite edgy, quite kind of end to end. But it's already been a better game than half of the games I've chosen to watch along for anyway. Vicaria punches the corner out. Bernardo Silva will take on Werner. This is where Tottenham push out their high line and give people an offside trap. Kyle Walker calmly taking the ball away from Richarlison. Ball out, and here's Oscar Bob. I think this is Alvarez. Kovacic to Rodri. Rodri was so calm again. Alvarez with a shot and it's straight at Vicario. Didn't really see the point of that shot, to be honest with you. It's not like if you're going to take a long shot, you've got to take it with power and accuracy. The bro just took a looping shot. Like, I don't know, man. Bentancur is Ake. Richarlison's been fouled. Tottenham free kick. He'll probably roll around for a bit. Gonna see if there's any more transfer news. It should be interesting this because seeing apparently we're interested in the guy from Saudi Jota who was at Celtic who played for Postecoglou Celtic, and I've only seen like 2 games of him, so I can't really give you like a full analysis on him. I've watched him more than the Ghanaian guy we're after. I keep forgetting his name. But if we get both, that's good. I can't say upgrades, but I can say that we're refreshing the squad. Kovacic is messing around in possession again. This guy is not what this guy's not. It's not the signing I thought he'd be with the experience. Uh, Tottenham got a corner now. Timo Werner down to Højbjerg. The corner didn't really go anywhere, but they're playing through pressure, so I want to see Callum Marshall do well at West Brom, man. I'll be watching West Brom closely because it didn't really work out at. I can't remember what Championship club Conor Coventry went to. I think it was Rotherham or something, and he didn't really get played. Like there's been a couple times that's happened, but maybe it could be a Grady Diangana situation, but we actually keep the young player. Yeah, Rodri heads it out. Oscar Bob's just about kept that in. Here's Gavadio. Ortega, not as composed as Edison. Bernardo Silva to Kyle Walker. Phil Foden. Got away with that foul again. This ref obviously is poor. Not in, he probably has money, but just a poor ref. Kovacic to Gavardio is quite easy to run in behind this Tottenham line, but they're very good at offside trapping, yeah, as I've discussed before. Alvarez has got the ball now. He's got quite a lot of the ball, but Romero is closing him down. The thing is, he needs to release the ball quickly, otherwise one of the centre backs will be onto him. Here's Oscar Bob. Gavardio to Kovacic. It's good. It's good the way they're like using Kevin De Bruyne. They're not rushing him back. They're not starting him instantly. He's obviously not back in peak condition, not back in peak match sharpness, but hopefully he can be soon because obviously I don't want Arsenal to win the league. I don't think they will, but just want to make sure, I don't mind if Liverpool win the league. I don't really give a shit um, if Liverpool win the league because I've never had anything against Liverpool. Um, as much as some of their fan base can be a bit annoying, I never grew up hating Liverpool. I grew up hating Man United mainly, and then Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham after that. Just naturally as a West Ham fan and Millwall being the obvious, but we've only faced them twice since I've properly been alive. They're gonna probably hopefully they're going to League One. Millwall they're in a relegation battle after bottling the playoffs last year. Excuse me, guys. I've got a dry throat. 2-0 West Ham. Oh, I've youngster scored again. Let me have a look. Nothing's come up right now. Must be the live stream that you're on. That on the YouTube, innit? Kyle Walker's got the ball now. Here's Oscar Bob to Foden. Flicks it. Van der Ven deals with it. Yeah, City have had pretty much all of the ball, which I guess you can pretty much expect. Hopefully, City actually get a goal out of all the chances they're actually trying to make. Oscar Bob is offside, I think. Yeah, he is. Nothing's come up about 2-0 right now, so I don't know whether you're trolling me. I read that quote wrong. I thought Klopp said, "I've set up Liverpool for failure," but it said, "I've set up Liverpool for the future." Richarlison's on the ball. He gets a foul. Premier League 2. Oh, yeah, we are 2-0 up. Who scored this time? Oh, Kamari Swire. I forgot we recalled him. He was quite a good prospect. Well, not quite a good prospect. I quite like watching him when I went Dagenham and Redbridge, West Ham, the pre-season friendly. I don't think he'll make it into the first team, but I think he's a good. Sorry, I think my internet's playing up a bit. Hopefully, it's fine. Connection is fairly good. Okay. I'm sorry if it's lagging. I'm sorry if it lagged there. I didn't see it. Um, but as I was saying, Kamari Swire seems to be a good. Oh shit, Brennan Johnson. South corner. Um, yeah, with Kamari Swire, I liked him when I watched him at Dagenham and Redbridge versus West Ham. Um, I thought he was. I think he's a good youth player. I don't think he'll make it into the first team. Saw George Earthy got another assist though. I like George Earthy. I think he could. I think he could be a good player in the future if he gets the right development. Um, we don't really send many youth players that go out on loan to Premier League clubs. We probably haven't produced enough good players for that. We probably end up just selling them, and I do have a feeling we will sell these players. I sat behind Callum Marshall's family um, for the Youth Cup final, and they're proper into West Ham now. They're probably bought into West Ham, like they were singing bubbles and everything. I doubt they supported West Ham growing up. I don't know what to. I don't know who Irish people really support, unless they support like the local teams and stuff. But they're Northern Irish, and I'll say by their family, and their family are really happy for him, of course. I've sat next to a few of like youth players' families in youth games, so that's always interesting. Doggy gets the ball away from Foden, just great strength to win the ball back. Benton caught to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson's a right winger, by the way. He's not a left winger. Like whenever the guy is on his left foot, he doesn't really know how to use his left foot. He kind of just cuts back in on his right. I feel like in this ad system, I feel like you got to be just strictly direct. Can't take too long making decisions. I haven't seen Werner all game, by the way, or Richarlison really, because City have had most of the ball. Højbjerg to Bentancur. Oh yeah, Kulusevski's playing as well. I haven't really seen him either. There's Romero. Tried to get it through to Kulusevski, kind of forced a Man City, and Kovacic is probably. Oh, he's actually put a good ball through there, but Van der Ven's too quick. Van der Ven is way too quick. You cannot give that man an inch of space. He is too quick. I'm gonna check my emails for work and stuff. Nah. Kovacic to Rodri. Rodri puts it through to Gabardio. Alvarez. Rodri to Walker. Bernardo Silva to Rodri. Walker to Foden. Van der Ven again, blocking it. This guy is this guy's just a man mountain, man. Like I'm telling you, yeah. Like I don't know how important Virgil van Dijk is to the Dutch national team, but when he eventually tailors off, they're gonna have years of Van der Ven, man. I'm actually not happy that Spurs got him. You know, man. I'm not happy at all that Tottenham have got him. Who's taking the corner? Oh, Alvarez. Your striker taking the corner says a lot about your striker. Here's Kulusevski. Tottenham can counter here. Probably gets Timo Werner. And Timo Werner's right offside. Kulusevski probably should have put him through. The thing is, with Tottenham and Man City, you can say the same for both. Like, you can't not put pressure on them because they're both high up right now. They've got runners that can run in behind. More so Tottenham in terms of runners in behind, but yeah. Pedro Porro, can he put it through to Richarlison? Ortega's intercepted. That looked offside anyway, but that was an opportunity. And the thing is, that will happen. And as shit as Richarlison is, he wasn't going to miss that if that fell to him. Is Rodri to Diaz. It doesn't really feel like Tottenham are being as aggressive in the press. I don't know whether that's an instruction or not, but Van der Ven again and Alvarez. Looks like Tottenham are trying to recruit like differently as well. Trying to get younger players in, but trying to get like players that Ange thinks he can mold. I don't know how this drag. I don't know. I've never watched this Dragosin guy that's on the bench for Tottenham, but um, I'm assuming he's a good centre back because everyone kept talking about him. But we will see. The Italian league is a different pace than the Premier League, but apparently he's a decent passer. I'm not sure, but that's just by stats. I don't really go by stats on football. I watch with my eyes, but if one of the centre backs for Tottenham, the main two centre backs, is unavailable, then we will see how Dragosin does for Tottenham. Here's Oscar Bob, Gavardio. What kind of crossing? This is why you don't have him at left back, guys. That crossing, like Pep. I know you're moaning, but I know he's a professional footballer. He should be able to cross. But come on, Pep. He should be playing left back. I'm sure Ake would have put a better crossing than that. That's like one question I would like to ask Pep about Gavardio Ake. like tactics. 25 minutes in, it's 0-0, but it's been a very good game to watch, I have to say. And it was always going to me with how open it was. Watching some decent football from both teams, and just a lot of space. That's not a foul. Alvarez, Kovacic, blocked by Højbjerg. Højbjerg hasn't really had much of the ball, but he put in a couple blocks. Kulusevski, Walker's done well to defend him there. That's not a foul either. It shouldn't be a foul. Make sure to like the video, subscribe as well. We might have some watch-alongs next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday, probably not Tuesday. Oh, actually, no, not Thursday either. Sorry. I'm going West Ham Thursday. Going West Ham Bournemouth on Thursday. The dead games on Tuesday. I'm probably working Tuesday, but Wednesday I'll see if I can do the Liverpool Chelsea one. I might not, but we will have more watch-alongs in the future, guys. And I just want the Premier League season to come back. Foden through to Alvarez. A doggy takes it away. Phil Foden was in a dangerous position, but I never really had a chance of scoring from that. West Ham 2-1. We gave the ball away past there around in our own box. That's a shame. Hopefully they don't give the whole game away. Thank you for the comment, George. I keep forgetting I need to show the comments when I'm reading them. I'm still getting used to the StreamYard thing. My throat hurts from just living. Vicario, the kick. Hasn't really gone anywhere. Rodri, good composure. Yeah, Bernardo Silva just having the time of his life, having this free role, man. He's probably loving it. I quite like what Pep's done with the fullbacks out wide, just extra midfielder and two in behind. I just think the fullbacks that he's playing are not the best crossers, just by a left back, you know. I don't think Walker's a terrible crosser, but this season especially, he's not been good. I still think he's England's best right back in terms of I'd play him, but you got to find a way to keep Trent in the lineup, man. You can't have someone like Trent, a Tottenham, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and not have him in the starting lineup, you know. But then where do you play him? Do you play him in midfield, and then have him, Rice, and Bellingham? But then how could you not have either Madison or Foden in there? Or do you play Foden and Madison a bit more inside as wingers, but then you don't have enough pace on the wing, and then do you tell the fullbacks to get out wide? It's just a bit of a conundrum, but like fair enough. I'll give that Southgate. It's like it's a big problem with who he can pick because he has a lot of talent, but that's not a bad problem. Like with that amount of talent in your squad, you should be doing way better than you are in competitions. And people are going to say semi-final, quarter-final, final. Look at the teams we beat to get there. If he didn't beat those teams, it would be typical England. Every time he's come up against a good team that isn't a fallen off Germany, let's be serious. Like Joachim Low got sacked straight after that tournament. Vicario's slightly messed up. He doesn't really make mistakes, Vicario, but he took too long to pass the ball. He's kind of moaning at people for not coming short enough to receive it, I'm assuming. I actually think that City away kit's good. It's better than their light green highlighter kit that they had last year. I did like that green kit. Here's Ake. Bob. There's something wrong with my throat. I don't know what it is. Van der Ven to Doggy. Romero. You got to press them properly, man. Otherwise, they're just comfortable playing up from the back. Oh, allow it. Ortega. Thank God for Ortega. good at commanding his box from what I've seen. Edison's fine from that Newcastle injury, I guess. Oh man, Walker should have got that ball. Like he should have got that to feet, man. He deserved that ball in behind, even though he probably wouldn't have scored because I don't bet on my right back to run in behind and actually finish his chance, you know. But it like City having a lot of the ball, but it just looks like one of them games where City won't create enough clear cut chances and Tottenham will get one of them dodgy goals that they haven't really been in the game for, but they'll end up defending quite well, being motivated, and then they'll win the game. If this was at the Etihad in the FA Cup, I might back City slightly, but even then, Tottenham have a really good record at the Etihad. Like just like Tottenham are legit a bogey team for Pep at City. Obviously Liverpool as well, but Tottenham is like a bogey team. Like Liverpool's not a bogey team, you know. A bogey team should be a team that you're expected to win against. Not expected, but a beatable team. Like even with West Ham, there's teams that are slightly better or slightly worse or in level with West Ham that West Ham should be beating more, and they will be considered bogey teams. I don't know why players been stopped. Oh fuck! How many times do I have to watch a game and a linesman or a referee has got the radio out and it doesn't work? Like what's been going on, man? No, I've seen that way too much. Like what's wrong with your radios, man? Saw a highlight of the Villa Chelsea game. It looked like a West Ham kit. I'm just looking at Chelsea. I don't know how they didn't finish that chance, man. Noni Madueke missed the sitter. Oh, linesman's still getting his radio fixed. That's going to be like 5 minutes at the time in itself. With this chair, I always manage to go backwards. Annie McCoist is trending. I think he's commentating actually. That actually would have been a good commentator to listen to. Why is Thomas Frank trending? Wait, apparently Thomas Frank is linked to Liverpool. I don't get that one. Again, that's a big jump as well. I think Thomas Frank should just stay at Brentford. He's a good tactician, but he's not a top tier tactician, is he? Seems like a good man manager. Seems like a very versatile guy, but come on, man. That's a big jump, man. Like, he's not elite. Liverpool should be getting Flick, Hansi Flick, and that's it. I've just broken something. Hold on. Just knocked something over. Of course I have. Yeah, that Oscar Bob goal was just about offside. That. One of the hardest things about the Watchalong the other night was having headphones and glasses on at the same time, man. So annoying. Bruv, is this guy's radio still being fixed? I don't understand. Well, I think we're about to go again. I think they're testing the communication. City fans are just having the time of their lives. It's very annoying when these radio things happen. Yep, we're back on. Uh, Kicking the ball around again. Yeah, Tottenham have got ball in their half, just playing out. Haven't seen much of many Tottenham players because City have had the ball most of the time. It's gone out for Manchester City throw-in. It's Walker. Diaz to Ake. Tottenham are pressing them. City, as soon as they see Tottenham pressing, they just go long. Fair enough. They've got space. Walker's header doesn't really amount to anything. Doggy to Højbjerg. Kulusevski. Yeah, Tottenham are very comfortable playing out with this. Like, even when they played against us pre-season, it was Ange's first game, and they were already playing football then. They were coached very quick. You can tell how good Ange Postecoglou is. With if you can coach your philosophy the way you want to play that quick, then fair enough, man. Ricario over the top. Rodri's won that. Oh, that shouldn't have been given a foul. I thought he got the ball there. Tottenham are taking a quick free kick. Again, I'm going to say this about another Tottenham player. Haven't seen much of Bentancur either. But again, that's why it's because City have the ball. I think Tottenham want to run it behind here. Ortega, like they're both just trying to figure each other out. It's like people talk about parking the bus. It's actually another art to like if you can perfect your high line, then it's almost like parking the bus in itself. But because you're setting so many traps for the opposition, it's like, well, we got you again. My mum used to tell me that George Graham's Arsenal used to do that quite a lot. Oh, that could have been a ball into Richarlison, but it got intercepted. It's a doggy to Werner. He actually passed 5 yards. Bentancur, Gavardio will intercept the pass, but it won't amount to anything. Romero actually calm and composed on the ball rather than his tackling, but he's done really well there. Højbjerg. Van der Ven to Werner. Werner is putting through to Kulusevski. They're just finding openings now. Walker's got in front. Done really well there, but then he nearly messed up. Walker's cleared it. So where's the extra City fans sitting then? Are they sitting across, trying to figure out? No, they've extended that part. Okay. Oh yeah, there's Tottenham fans usually there. Gavardio is Oscar Bob. Bentancur intercepts it. I think this game is screaming for a more Doku type player. Kulusevski's done well to just get away there. Ruben Diaz intercepted. Richarlison was blatantly off. Oh, he's given the Tottenham free kick. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, they've always got James Maddison to bring on. Could probably change the game, but he'll probably be quite rusty just trying to get a feel of it. It'll be his first few minutes. I don't know whether he's played any like youth games to get up to match sharpness. I just saw he was in training this week. Højbjerg done really well there. Timo Werner Richarlison, yeah, it's great defending by Ake. Like Tottenham slightly grown into it since the stoppage of the of the lines with radio. City on the attack now. Kovacic to Rodri. Out wide to Bernardo Silva. Thrown into the box. So Rodri is blocked. Kovacic blocked again. Oscar Bob's probably offside here. But again, that's blocked as well. Jesus Christ. They threw everything at that. Yeah, I know the chair is squeaky, man. Fuck's sake. Trains are running good at Barking tomorrow. Alright, I'll keep that in. I'll keep that in mind for tomorrow. Gonna be City taking the corner. Don't know what that was. Don't know what they were trying. It's very like if you're gonna do it near post or from a corner, I feel like everyone reads that just because they just put their tallest person or the highest jumper, um, just right in front of the goalkeeper in near post. There, they've gone near post again. Yeah, they've headed it out, but it's gone backwards. Needs a proper like James Ward process delivery. City got a throw in now. Tottenham have won it again. City have kind of lost a bit of momentum just since the stoppage, not really passing it around as freely as they have. Even though Tottenham haven't really got into it, they are missing humans on. You can see it's not just about having someone that's fast. Ake's delayed play completely there. Don't know what the ref's given there. Taking long to take this throw. I don't understand. As I said before the game, this game is blatantly missing a Haaland. Højbjerg just hoofs it out there. It's not really Ange style. It's Oscar Bob. Just shoved off by Bentancur, fair enough. Pedro Porro probably going to try and find a ball in behind. He's just running through the middle. And Bernardo Silva's intercepted that. It's kind of fallen on Foden's face there, but it's a bit of an ambitious ball to Alvarez. I think they need to just pass it a bit slower than that. Just less rushing of the ball. It's Romero. It's been intercepted. Can Tottenham keep that on? Luckily not. It's out for City throw in. I mean, this could have been maybe a 2-2 game right now. Then I think about it, I think Tottenham probably had that Richarlison chance that was blocked by Ake. Maybe City could have edged it there. The goal that was only slightly offside. So over the ball over the top to Oscar Bob now though. Bob into Foden. It's wide. 6 minutes at a time though. Make sure to like the video if you are enjoying and share everywhere, please. On the road to 500 subscribers this year, if we can get that. But yeah, Foden's been in the game, but I reckon he could have done better around Tottenham's box is Rodri. The doggy's been on him, man. The Rodri's he's played good this game, but he struggled with that, and that's probably going to be a Tottenham foul now. Yeah, this ref gives everything. This ref gives every foul, everything. Excuse me, everything's a foul to him. Here's Alvarez. He's kind of just not really done much playing up front. He's done more dropping deep, to be honest. Here's Kovacic. Don't know why Walker didn't run up to support him there. Oh, Gavardio, man, that's a terrible touch. And now Tottenham can counter maybe. Brennan Johnson slowed the whole thing down. Bentancur, Kulusevski's failed to put Brennan Johnson through. It's been lack of final third quality, and even with Man City, even with how good they usually are, there's been a lack of final third quality in general. It is 6 minutes at a time, so we've still got 4 minutes left. But I just see both teams, even though they want to attack the game and play the game on the front first, see them like just get it to 0-0 at half time, and then we can recollect our thoughts at half time. It's just a bit. Both of the past have been a bit sloppy. You can tell these teams haven't played in what 2 weeks. I think they haven't played. Didn't play last week because the way the winter break schedule was. Here's Gavardio. It's an okay cross. Like genuinely, that they're gonna have to find a left back depending on how they want to play. Here's Alvarez. He hasn't really got past Romero there. Romero and Van der Ven have done really well so far. Van der Ven probably been my man of the match so far. Man of the half. Head injury. Head injury to Brendan Johnson. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's a lot of nothing, that head injury. There's one of them head injuries where he's exaggerated it. Just ref stops it, then the game stops. Glenn Hoddle at the stadium. When you hear Glenn Hoddle on commentary, probably one of the quietest man ever. Like when you turn the commentary up and he's on commentary, like his voice doesn't go up. Fuck's sake. Well, there's my ringtone. Coming up to half time now, probably just a minute off. Yeah, both teams will probably be happier with half time being 0-0, I guess. Mainly more Tottenham, even though they're at home. Tottenham, now that I think about it, haven't really had many clear cut chances, but I think City will look at that the final ball should be better, even though they've had a lot of chances to get into Tottenham's box. Is bomb to Gavardio? Can Man City maybe find one last chance before half time? Just playing through the middle a lot. Here's Foden, Alvarez. Oh, okay. Maybe not. I think half time's about to happen. Yep, half time. 0-0 so far, but it's been a better game since we've been doing these watch-alongs. Hasn't really been many good games since we've been doing them, as I've said before. But despite this being 0-0, it was always going to be like decent because both teams like to play on the front foot. Both teams like to play more in each other's halves rather than just long ball in it and not trying to win the ball back. I think someone even put it. I've just seen someone like put it quite well online. Madison and De Bruyne are probably going to change this game. And it's quite obvious. Like everyone knows how good Madison is. Like I just think he was very underrated before he went to Tottenham, and I think now you're seeing it on a bigger scale because he's going to Tottenham. They get more coverage than Leicester do. Chelsea still nil, Aston Villa, Coventry are beating Sheffield Wednesday, Bristol nil, Bristol City not nil, Nottingham Forest nil. They might beat Nottingham Forest as well as West Ham. Forest have made two half-time subs, so clearly weren't happy with whatever their second team were doing. But as I think we've seen, you can't play your second team against Bristol City, that's for sure. But I'm gonna try and find some more news from West Ham United because we need to, despite only being just I think a week from deadline day, we need to find like two left wingers quickly. I mean, we found them, but we need to sign them quickly in terms of the Ghanaian guy and Jota. 3-1 West Ham in the youth in the youth Premier League. That's good. At least we didn't bottle it and make it 2-2. Yeah, all I can see is confirmation of Callum Marshall going on loan, and I just everyone parading Calvin Phillips. His move to West Ham. Obviously, we've seen. I don't know whether anyone's seen the Rashford stuff today. He's claimed to be out injured or ill or something by Ten Hag, and turns out he's been on a night out in what's that place in Northern Ireland? I think Belfast. Problem with this Klopp, whole Jurgen Klopp thing is that in this Europa League, especially, they're probably going to go for every competition now to kind of like give Klopp his last reign. We need all the help we can get to win the Europa League, man. Just obviously, I don't expect us to win the Europa League, but I expect us to get to the semis. I don't think there's many teams apart from Liverpool that I can really say, oh, I'm afraid of them. Like Mourinho's left Roma, that's good for us. Like they weren't that good in the first place, but Mourinho in cups nowadays compared to Mourinho in the league nowadays, it's a big difference. I'm hoping it's not a replay. I'm gonna actually look up full time. That's good. West Ham won. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Um, when do replays stop in the FA Cup? Fifth round onwards. So yeah, next round. So there could be another replay, I guess, not this midweek, but another midweek when might go to the Etihad. But I I I, I don't think it's going to be 0-0. I don't think it's going to carry on as 0-0. I don't know what Jermaine Defoe and Roy Keane and I forgot who else in the studio, I've got to say, but I don't know, man. Hopefully, it's not a nil-nil game. I just want to watch a normal game. Yeah, Doggy's trending for good reason, man. He's been superb, but I would have given man of the match to probably Van de Ven. Even I don't know, man. I don't think Hoiberg has been bad either. To be honest, like a few Villa players are trending. Everyone's gonna hype up Chelsea after one win again after they beat a fucking championship side. I know they've gone on a bit of a run, but come on, it's all gonna go falling down again. Yeah, it was unlucky from like to be honest. I think their best chance was probably the disallowed goal, the shot before the disallowed goal where Phil Foden obviously shot and Vicario saved it. But this is screaming a Tottenham 1-0. Unfortunately, I don't really want it to be Tottenham 1-0, but uh, I can't really see past it. I don't remember the last time these two faced in the FA Cup. To be honest, usually we get a bunch of those stats within the game, but I don't know whether City still have a good record against Tottenham in the cup rather than it just being in the league. I haven't even really been on social media enough to really delve into the memes of Jurgen Klopp leaving and stuff, but should be good. I feel like nearly everyone in the Premier League is starting to need a striker coach. Like the amount of missed chances, lack of big chances that we see the lack of. Let's say when it means into going in, like everyone lacking to finish a chance. For like everyone's suffering from that. Like you literally got Jermaine Defoe in the studio. He's literally a coach at Tottenham. He might as well be a striker coach. Should be interesting to see the atmosphere for Liverpool in their FA Cup game. I think it's at Anfield. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how mad the atmosphere is going to be. Hopefully, See a bit more goal pack second half, man. Not really much to take. Like, didn't really have to do much of a video on that Calvin Phillips thing, even though I was busy. That's why I shortened it. But it was pretty generic. Some of the quotes that were being said in the thing, like every signing says the same thing when it comes to like their first interview. Doing a podcast and stuff. And like, I'm not expecting them to say anything different. To be fair, it was interesting to see the quote of if Man City didn't come for me, it probably would have been West Ham. And he probably was right because Moyes loves a target, loves to go after targets all the time, like that are the same every year, every year. Um, Probably go after Joe Worrell next or some shit. Moyes doesn't like it's like a football manager where he doesn't remove them from shortlist. He's keeping the same players in the same shortlist every year. So hopefully Calvin Phillips did well. I do think the number 11 thing's a bit weird for a midfield for a DM. Let's say he's probably going to be a DM. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like. I'm not a fan of Calvin Phillips, Alvarez, Ward-Prowse midfield. I'm a fan of Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, Paquetá midfield. I'm a fan of playing wingers in, two wingers. I would like two wingers to play in the starting 11. I like to take the foot off the gas a bit. I'm not saying go gung ho, but two wingers would be nice. Uh, and then I don't mind Bowen up front. These adverts are so weird, man. I'm just seeing these adverts. I know they're on mute, but I can just tell they're just cringy and weird, man. I know I keep moving around in this chair. I know this chair's a bit fucked, but I haven't really got much choice. Got to move this chair forward just so I don't have to lean back that much. And then again, that makes it worse. If I lean back like that, it makes that noise. So I'm sorry if it's taken up a lot of the mic sound, but yeah, I don't really have much of a choice. Don't need a new chair. Chair works fine. As long as I can fucking sit on it, it's fine. Make sure to like the video and share it everywhere if you're not already subscribed. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, looking to get that this year, and hopefully we can get that this year. Hopefully we can reach our target because usually I target a different 100 subscribers each year, but I'm trying to go straight for 500. I'm trying to move up. Trying to move up. I'm gonna see if I can do a deadline day live stream Wednesday the 31st. We'll see if West Ham are doing any business. If Ibrahim Osman is not signed by deadline day, I'll be fuming. See if anyone's quoted ex West Ham employee uh, from his Patreon. Luckily, we're getting back into the second half very soon. Bear with us. As usual, it's very hard to kind of like maintain the same energy at halftime when nothing's going on. But we're just waiting for the second half to happen again. Very usually, I get bored very easily in halftime aspects. Pep just going out early, looking down, stressing as usual. Probably Rob Newman is still, scouting, still in the recruitment team. It's good on him. I'm glad he's not left, to be honest. Doku on the bench. Hopefully Doku comes on, man. He'll probably make this game quite interesting, if I'm honest. Like not just pace, but 1v1 ability. Him against Porro. I think they had a bit of a battle last game of the year he had. Imagine Dane Scarlett gets some minutes for Tottenham. I doubt he's going to get any minutes, but you never know. Ange apparently used to play the youngsters quite a bit at Celtic. He hasn't played any youth players from what I know of. But yeah, we'll see if he does that. But maybe he just doesn't like the youth players coming through. But Tottenham are, I think, top in one of the youth leagues. So maybe he just hasn't had time to see them. Maybe just focusing on the first team, then give them time, and then he'll give time to the youngsters. But we heard the same thing about Ten Hag about he'll give youngsters time at Man United, and then obviously Ten Hag is doing a much worse job right now. Um, but apart from Kobe Mainu, yeah, that's it. I mean, Kobe Mainu is class. This guy is probably United's top three midfielders. But we're about to kick off for the second half, and we've kicked off. Richarlison kicks Tottenham off. People rushing to get back into their seats after thinking that they can have a beer in 15 minutes. It takes longer for me to enjoy drinking a pint at halftime, 15 minutes, all of that. If I'm gonna have a drink for the game, I'm gonna have it but either before or after. Is Romero to Vicario? They're just pressing. Didn't really see much of Vicario's distribution apart from one mistake. We can let him off though. Vicario hasn't really made many mistakes from what I've seen this season. Probably been the best goalkeeper on form in terms of if I was to put someone in Premier League team of the season, which I did with on my TikTok. I would have put Vicario in, and I did. Højbjerg has been decent this game, I have to say. Probably going to leave in the summer though. The probably only reason why he's not left now is because of Afcon. I'm pretty sure Basuma was meant to be at Afcon, but I haven't watched him at Afcon. I think he's from Mali or something. So I don't know how well they've been doing. I don't know how well he's doing. Um, but yeah, I haven't seen much of it. I haven't really. No one's really talked about him. Everyone's just talked about how Ghana have gone out and Ivory Coast been battered. Doggy Vicario's cleared it. Been headed on. Bernardo Silva. It's out to Ortega. Is Alvarez. Rodri, carbon composed. It's Gavardio. Bernardo Silva. Foden couldn't really get a hold of that. Didn't really know what he wanted to do with that. There's not even any height in this City side. Alvarez. Oh my god, how has he missed? How the fuck is he missed? Did Van de Ven block that? I was gonna say, how did he miss? But if Van de Ven blocked that, I think fair enough. It's good defending. Was that a block? Oh wow, it was. I thought you skied it. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. But again, Van de Ven been amazing this game. Oh, that's a shite corner from Alvarez. Bernardo Silva. Foden to Rodri to Kovacic. Ruben Diaz to Ake. Then push back City. Good pass from the goalkeeper to Cavadio. Walker. Diaz. All right, Oscar Bob has it now. Hopefully, actually, City can make more out of this. Here's Alvarez. Can he find Foden? He's gone behind Foden. Can Cavadio do anything with that? No. That's a City corner, surely. I don't know, man. City got to kill this. They've got to kill this off, man. They got to actually, finish one of their chances eventually. I do think with how slow, maybe slow the of De Bruyne's running, it won't be like a Newcastle team sitting back. It'll be a Tottenham team pressing on it. Maybe you'll have to struggle with that, but we know how good De Bruyne is. Like De Bruyne will find a beautiful pass that will create loads of space behind that Tottenham high line. Sorry, I'm going to move again. My chair's about to squeak. Give me a sec. Another corner from City. Been pushed back again. There's not been one good corner this game. Oh, it's a beautiful, like again, very good ball from one of their goalkeepers. Alvarez now drifted out a bit to the left. Probably go back in the centre in a bit. Kovacic to Ake. Guvardio. I was going to say that's not a foul. This ref needs to stop giving fouls. Stop giving so many. Allow the injury, man. It's not that deep. The doggy's in centre. Here's Werner. Yeah, I bet they don't want to kick it out of play now. He's back up. Here's Werner. Oh, that's actually a good ball. Johnson got a foot to it, but Ortega was fine. Rodri. Kovacic. Oh, Rodri, man, come on. Fuck's sake, man. It's not the same City I've been watching the past couple games, man. Ortega under pressure from Richarlison gives it away to a doggy. Can Tottenham now counter on this? Werner has space. Straight into Ruben Diaz. They might give a penalty for that if they look back at that on VAR, if I'm being completely honest. Here's Romero. Porro. Good cross in, but it's headed away by Rodri. And I'm sure the Tottenham fans will be protesting about the VAR decision on that. And they will look at it. It hits his in between his chest and shoulder. Boring match. Second half hasn't been great. I enjoyed the first half. It just a bit frustrated with the lack of finished chances. That check shouldn't be long. Yeah, of course I wasn't going to get given as a penalty because it wasn't a fucking penalty. Let's see now, just pushing it back. Cavadio's done well. Good tackle there. Rodri. Oh, lovely under pressure as usual, man. Foden, Kovacic, Cavadio. That's a shite pass. Werner's actually done well to, be calm and let that go out. But yeah, this game is screaming for Madison and De Bruyne, man. There's just been a lack of, a lack of something. Don't think Oscar Bob's had his best game. I think he's been good. Don't think he's had his best game though. I think there's a way to go. Foden's done some good things, done some bad things. A bit like Oscar Bob, he's had a good game. He hasn't had a great game. Far to Tottenham, obviously one of their players rolling around like they've been shot again. Kovacic and Richarlison getting up for beef again. Kovacic needs to come off, man. This guy is just nah. In a City shirt, he looks like he's aged about 20 years. Tired, man. Here's a doggy to Van der Ven. Van der Ven to Vicario. City really pressing them high. Romero, Bob blocks it out for Tottenham throw. A goal or two would liven it up a bit. Yeah, of course. I mean, a goal or two would liven up any game, mate. He's just scrapping for it, just going everywhere. Just a bunch of 50-50s right now, but City have gained the ball again. Probably go back to their keeper. Rodri to Walker. Walker's delayed the pass. They keep delaying, playing the ball in behind, and they just get pressed backwards. Ortega, his distribution's been very good. Romero with a flying tackle. That was actually a really good tackle, but it's fallen to an offside for Richarlison. Grealish and Madison probably having banter on the warm ups. Okay, long ball to Walker. Again, Walker failing to pass it behind and just passed it backwards. Like this guy, just pass forward, bro. You're right back. You should be able to pass forward. It's mainly been this half has been a bit shit. I can't lie. Like it's just been mainly the pressing up to the goalkeepers, then they just long it, then they lose the ball, then the other team presses, and then goes to the loop. Bernardo Silva's kind of been a bit trampled on. You'll feel that for like a minute. Ugh. I cannot wait for Kevin De Bruyne to come on, man. This game's been shit in the second half. In the first half, it was decent. It's one of them ones where it's like we're watching a lot of cup games now, and it's just like I don't know. I feel like everyone's a bit more cautious now in cup games. Maybe I don't know why. I don't know why they're more cautious. Actually, yeah, no, I do know why because it's a knockout competition. But in a league, you can revive yourself again. But God, I think they can be better than this, man. Werner has been average. Delivery into the box has gone out. Literally just a headless chicken running down on the left, man. Porro, Bentancur to Porro, and Bentancur intercepts it. Oh, Werner's at back post, but Diaz does well. Diaz, there's been one Diaz's better games this season. He hasn't been his best, especially in the first half of the season. I have to say, Kulusevski tries to get a foul there. It's a bit of an exaggerated dive, that. Yeah, Tottenham got a free kick, but I don't understand what happened, to be honest. Who fouled who? Oh, Walker caught a doggy high there. He's gotten away with that a bit. He's gotten away with it a bit, you know. Just checking the scores of the other games. It's still 0-0 in every other game apart from Coventry. So since that VAR thing is the 80th minute in the Chelsea Villa game, and it's still 0-0. They brought in a triple sub. Chelsea Villa haven't made a sub. Like, listen, with a set like if they've got Longley at centre back, you should be able to score. But Sterling, Madueke, and Gilchrist has come off. Chilwell, Mudryk, and Brozier come off in that game. Tottenham free kick doesn't make past the first man. We have not seen a good cross this game. That's the main thing I have to say. Like, we've not seen a good cross this whole game. De Bruyne and Doku are finally coming on. Oh my god. I think Pep just wanted to stay in this game for the 63rd minute, or maybe he's like, nah, don't finish your chances yet, or we'll finish our chances now. Postecoglou probably wanted way more from his team. I maybe I'm expecting too much, but I thought Tottenham would be a bit better than this. But Tottenham have got a free kick again. It's a bit fiery now. They're just kind of just clashing into each other. You can tell Rodri and Richarlison are going to scrap at one point. They're definitely going to scrap. Romero gets bashed in the face, but he'll be fine. I don't even think he hit his face there. And I'm assuming it'll be the next stoppage that the subs come on because it's just got out for a goal kick after Pedro Porro kind of failed a quick goal kick. Oh no, they're coming on now. Doku will come on for Oscar Bob. He hasn't made a bad account of himself. You hear Oscar Bob speak, he sounds like he's been in Manchester for a long time. Who's coming off for? Yeah, Alvarez is coming off for De Bruyne, so it'll be a false nine. I don't know who's going to play false nine. I have a feeling it'll be Foden. De Bruyne looks fucking huge. Like he doesn't look fat. He just looks. He just looks. I don't know. He looks stronger. I was going to say he looked taller, like he had a growth spurt. Ortega again, good ball. De Bruyne gets his first touch. Van der Ven's tackled, but Bernardo Silva wins that straight back. Foden, ball in behind. There's Doku. Oh my god, he slipped. Fuck's sake. We were actually about to see a chance and he fucking slipped. Of course, Porro has faked another foul. Of course he has, because he goes on the floor all the fucking time. Gavardi to Kovacic. Foden can put a good ball into De Bruyne. It's deflected. Oh my god, it nearly went in. That's been the best chance of the fucking game since the disallowed goal. And it was a deflection. Bernardo Silva, headed out by Porro. You can tell this game's going to liven up a little bit more. I think Gavardio might stay back a bit now. He won't overlap as much. Doku will stay out wide, and there'll be a false nine involved. Doku's taken on 1v2. Benton caused done well to keep up with him. That's Tottenham throwing. Should be anyway. Yeah, Tottenham will want to get this started straight away. Ken Kulusevski running behind. I don't know what Diaz is doing, to be honest. I don't know if that's a Tottenham free kick or a Tottenham throw, but either way, it's been given to Tottenham. But yeah, Diaz could have just turned around and passed that back to his goalkeeper, but he wanted to do the whole Rio Ferdinand thing. Yeah, it's a free kick. Pedro Porro will take it. I don't like the longer this game goes on, the more I think Tottenham are going to win, unfortunately. Porro out by Walker. Hoiberg. It's out for a goal, out for a City throw in. Yeah, it's another offside in this game. This game is getting really, really boring. Again, we'll check. The other scores still 0-0. Sheffield Wednesday have equalised against Coventry. That's been the game with the most goals in them. Yeah, great. Diaz to Walker. Walker just about gets out of that situation. Diaz away from Werner. It's a long ball up to Foden. I don't see the point of that. Romero nearly messes up, but got that under control. But Foden will press. Of course he will. Vicario to Van de Ven, I think. And then it goes out of play. See if anyone. I thought I saw Chelsea 1-0 there. I panicked. Diego Carlos and Zaniolo have come on for Villa. Oh, Vicario nearly messed up, but he's caught it. Yeah, get De Bruyne on the ball, man. I think Tottenham might wait a little bit later to put Madison on because they don't know how many minutes he can do. Gvardio's done well to win that. He's done well to get out of that situation. Kovacic done well there. Doku, De Bruyne. Um, Such a tight angle. It's definitely gone off. I don't know how he would have wrapped that round and not for it not to go off. Ruben Diaz got a yellow card for fouling Richarlison. He did delay play. See, you're through. Oh, De Bruyne overhits the pass. Phil Foden. Can Doku create something out of it? Spurs have got bodies back again. Nothing to get excited about here. City on the edge of the box. Rodri, Walker, a doggy intercepts. Werner might start a counter for Richarlison. I think Richarlison done well to hold that play here. Bernardo Silva's done well to tackle him. City getting back the ball. It's been a lot of you have the ball, I have the ball, you have the ball, I have the ball, but both waste chances. Foden in a false nine. I think he's got away with that foul as well. He does exaggerate that foul. I think Van de Ven might have got the ball through Foden. Van de Ven's fucking huge, man. He's got that Issa Diop build done where he's huge, but his shoulders are higher than his head. Doku to Kovacic is Rodri. Oliver Skip is coming off for Brennan Johnson, and it's the return of James Maddison for Bentancur. Interesting that Bentancur and Maddison aren't playing together, but Bentancur is still coming back from an injury, from his second injury. But yeah, the Tottenham fans will be like really, really excited that James Maddison's back. Unfortunately, that probably means they're going to win more games because Madison is that good. Boyenberg has done well to turn away there. Guardiola intercepting, probably would have been offside anyway. De Bruyne. Oh, De Bruyne, that's bad. It skips straight in there, intercepted. I think Skip coming on maybe a downwards spiral in terms of ball progression, but Madison will upgrade it, even though he's just lost the ball now. He's only just come on. De Bruyne, again, his pass has been deflected. They're just cutting off all of his passes, Kevin De Bruyne. Rodri to Diaz is Foden. Walker still hugging the touchline a lot more, but fair enough. They haven't got much pace, so Walker's failed his pass into Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, they've given that foul to Tottenham, even though that probably shouldn't have been a foul, but that's what this ref's done all game. Everything's a foul in this game, according to the ref, man. Yeah, this game has been dead. It like the second half has ruined it for me. Like the first half, it was like, oh, like could set a good precedent here, but uh, it hasn't for the second half. I have to say, De Bruyne, you're experienced enough to know that arguing with players is not going to solve a solution. You're obviously going to back each other. Pep is clapping something. You never know if he's sarcastic or not. I think he's yellow carded him. I think the referee's yellow carded Pep. I think he sarcastically clapped the ref. Here's Romero. Doku to Kovacic. Didn't put the ball through to De Bruyne. He switched it to Doku. They're kind of doubling up on him, but Poro's got him. We haven't really got Doku into this game. He's given away the ball. Kulusevski's still on the pitch. Oh, yeah, because Kulusevski went to the right. Forgot Johnson came off. Kulusevski is better in the middle, like especially in this system. Werner to Walker. Werner's done nothing. I didn't really expect him to do anything, but I don't know why they signed him, especially to play him off the left. Doggy though, he's played quite well this game. Well, more in the first half. We haven't really seen him much in the second half, but a failed run there. Doku. Rodri to De Bruyne to Bernardo Silva. Kovacic to De Bruyne. Ake to Rodri to Cavadio. Here's Doku. Now Tottenham are playing out. Pepe's moaning at something, probably moaning at one of his players, of course. Kulusevski to Oliver Skip. He's made a run down the channel, taking on Bernardo Silva. Uh, Ball in. Diaz can deal with that. See Tottenham seeping more into this game, man. Like it's just pushing more and more towards Tottenham. Like everything's screaming that Tottenham are gonna edge it. Rodri, a ball over to De Bruyne. De Bruyne can't run like that. Romero's probably got him in terms of strength, even though he has put his body in front. Romero has tackled and is out for a City corner. We actually might get a ball past the first man purely because De Bruyne is now on the pitch to take a corner that can probably be better than the corners that we have seen uh, this this half. Romero has gone down with cramp. Maybe that's a sign for Dragonson to come on, but his leg did bend back a bit when making that tackle. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. It's actually gone past the first man. Doggie's headed it away. Bernardo Silva, Rodri, crossing. It's gone nowhere. Tottenham clear it. Back to Kyle Walker. This is where Tottenham. This is exactly where Tottenham won it, kind of. Because they can play the offside trap here. Kovacic, decent ball over the top. It's Bernardo out wide. Kyle Walker to Gavardio. Doku. Rodri. Bernardo. They're going to claim a foul of a penalty for that. I don't think that's a penalty, to be honest. Bernardo was looking for that. From the Man City fans' angle, is obviously going to look like a penalty from where they are in the stadium. Walker switches it to Doku. Can he actually take on someone this game? He slowed it down way too much. Porro's just smiling, bro. But this Porro guy's weird, man. He's just smiling. Gavardio, ball in behind the Doku, doesn't get past anyone. It falls to Bernardo Silva straight into Vicario. I wasn't even going to gas it up, like, when it falls to the penalty box, because it doesn't feel like there's going to be a goal. Bernardo Silva didn't feel like it was completely on balance either. Højbjerg just swipes at it for a clearance and kind of gets away with it. Vicario's waiting for someone to press him. Romero, Højbjerg. Oh, he's taking a baggy touch. He's giving it away to Phil Foden. Kevin De Bruyne. And, oh, I thought it went in. Oh, I thought it went in. Højbjerg took a baggy touch. Playing out. Foden passed it to De Bruyne, and De Bruyne, man, it just... I think Van de Ven did well to close off the angle, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, man, I thought it went in. Even Pep's like, oh... I can't believe that it got in, to be honest. Vicario to Van de Ven. Romero. Doku's done well to win that free. Oh no, he didn't win the free kick. Pedro Porro told him to get up. He's just a big shithouse, isn't it? Doggy. Bernardo Silva slipped in behind to Højbjerg. Timo Werner's running behind. Kyle Walker's caught up to him and he's going to win a free kick. Kyle Walker, speed merchant, as people say. Yeah, this would be a good time for City to score. It would be a good time for either of them to score, but preferably City. Make sure to like the video whenever you're watching this, people. Road to 500 subscribers and hopefully more streams and watch-alongs in the future. So whenever you can, please subscribe. Or share it to somebody who isn't. 83 minutes into the game, and it's scrappy. This second half's been been a hard watch. Kyle Walker looks slightly injured. Kovacic, what's happened here? Gvardio's been given a yellow card for something, or Kovacic or someone from Man City. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming Richarlison just went down for no reason as usual. So Gavardio tried pushing Richarlison off him, and then Richarlison goes holding his head. Oh my god, this ref has done this game horribly. All Gavardio tried to do was push Richarlison off him. Then again, Gavardio could have waited for Richarlison to get off, but come on, man, Richarlison was holding his head. These refs are so bad. Like we see it every game, where it's West Ham playing, when it's Tottenham, Man City. It doesn't matter who. Like all the refs in this country are just dog shit, man. Like, we don't have the best in class refs, do we? Ake to Kovacic to Rodri. Foden to Bernardo Silva. Can he put Doku through? Doku is through. Doku is saved. Doku's trying to get straight back up. Trying to turn Porro. Porro's done well, man. This guy's just screaming at people to Porro. This guy's been, ever since Doku's come on, he's like, bring it on. Bring it on. And Porro's won the battle so far. Porro's won the battle against Doku so far. And he did well to put him off as he shot the ball, and it wasn't really much for Vicario to do. He just needed to put his hand to it. De Bruyne, different type of corner this time. Bernardo Silva straight over the bar. That was, again, like, when are we going to have some shots that test the keeper? Apart from, I would say like four. Like, I'll say like 4 shots all game have been testing the keeper. Like, I don't know, man. The games recently, over the past few weeks, have been awful. And I think I've put a slight watch-along curse on English football. Oliver Skip done well to beat the pressure of Bernardo Silva. Timo Werner giving the ball away, but he's won it straight back. It's Højbjerg. Tottenham now just in their own box. This is where you need Haaland, man. You can tell, like, De Bruyne's amazing, but he's like, you can tell he's just not up to speed. Like, he will be when he is. He's just like, everyone's shaking, as Klopp says. Vicario clears it. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne's shot has been deflected and it's out for another City corner. How many times are we going to see a City corner, for God's sakes, man? 87 minutes, we're 3 minutes till 90. I'm going to check what happened in the other games, because I'm assuming, please, Chelsea, well, all the other games ended as a draw, and it's probably gone to a replay now. But De Bruyne will take this corner. De Bruyne's corner. And Ake's poked it in. Manchester City have gone 1-0 up. Thank God for that. Thank God we've seen something out of all the bloody shots. They're probably going to claim a foul on the keeper, but Ake has poked it in. They're going to go to VAR. But Ake has poked it in, and it is 1-0 Manchester City. There's finally been a goal in this game. No, that's not a foul. That shouldn't be a foul. I don't know who was marking Ake. It ended up being Van de Ven. He kind of just lost him, but I'm sure he expected Vicario to catch it. I don't see how that's a foul, personally. Ruben Dias just going up for a challenge. Knowing VAR, knowing the refs, I'm sure they'll look at that and probably go biased towards the goalkeepers like they usually do. I don't think that's a foul. I think that's a goal. Tottenham probably haven't done enough this game. They're going to VAR it. It's going to VAR. Fuck's sake. Let's hope that they give this, man. It definitely should be a goal. Unless I'm just delayed. That's not a clear and obvious error. Like I don't understand. Like that is not a foul. What's he given? I don't understand. What's he given? I think he's given a goal. He has given a goal. Okay, that's good because that was never a foul. Bernardo Silva, ball up to De Bruyne. Can City get another one straight away? He probably should have looked up to pass it to Foden De Bruyne. Um, I want to rule Tottenham out of it completely yet because momentum does naturally shift when someone needs to you know get a goal. A doggy with a baggy touch, but Rodri tackles him. It's out for a Tottenham throw-in. How many minutes at a time are we getting then? Like five, six? Vicario's got a yellow card. I'm assuming for complaining. That's not a foul. They both went up for a challenge. It's not a foul. Like it hasn't been the best of games. It's been one of them games where it was always going to end 1-0 or someone was going to win, but the game's not over. City fans are having the time of their life now. 5 minutes added time. Pierre-Emil Højbjerg has come off and Dane Scarlett has come on. That would be a story, wouldn't it? Dane Scarlett coming on to score after not really doing much in his loan spells. Pep is still going mad. Hasn't been the best performance from City. I wouldn't say Tottenham have been that much in it either. Madison hasn't really got the ball since he's come on, but that's because again, as I said for the first half, Tottenham haven't really had the ball. Now City are offside. Yeah, hopefully Tottenham are out of the cup because that means they don't win a trophy this year. We'll happily go another year with saying that. I can say that now that we won a trophy last year because that won't get old now. Madison on the ball. De Bruyne's on the ball now. I mean, Romero has just kicked him. Here's Doku. That's a foul, surely. Oh, it's been given us a corner. Oh, maybe you got the ball then. I'm not sure City would put too many bodies in the box for this one. Just you might as well slow down the clock. We're already like 3 minutes in to the added time. Yeah, another corner for Man City. They took the short corner, then we've got another corner. Kevin De Bruyne, another short corner for Doku. De Bruyne tries to be smart and get it out, but Tottenham find a way. Here's Scarlett to Porro. Rodri puts his body in the way to no, Arcade, sorry, puts his body in the way to intercept. Scarlett gets tackled. Gavardio just pass it to your keeper for God's sake. Clear that. Smack that. Here's Foden. Kovacic. So Kovacic has improved since De Bruyne's come on. I will say that. Like he had a, I don't know, he wasn't really great, but he improved a little bit. I'm not saying he had a good game after that, but surely Romero gets a yellow card now. Like he's kind of been fouling so much. How's he gotten away with not getting a yellow card? Oh, my internet. Sorry if the internet is playing up, and sorry if it's lagging. It was lagging for a bit. We're nearly there, so we'll be ending this soon. Thank you guys for watching as well, and like the video. Please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. Um, and yeah, we will be doing more watch logs in the future due to my schedule. Man City fans doing the Poznan now. It's good that Tottenham are out in the cup. We can take some solace from not playing this weekend. I wish we were still in the cup, but hopefully City can confirm it in a minute. Kulusevski, and surely that's another City corner. Doku's done so well there. And that's what I miss about Haaland not being fit. This guy would just kick it straight against someone. Porro's lost his head. This guy's given too much verbal. And Doku and Porro are giving yellows. The Porro started it for no reason. Of course he did. And it's been given, not been given, and it's Manchester City win 1-0 to Manchester City. Is game over. And yeah, another trophyless season for Tottenham. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and all that. Uh, road to 500 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.